Tonight we delve into the beautiful pages of the Sri Ram Charitmanas. We join in Ramayana Simran as we pay our humble obeisances to Sri Ganesha, that Parama Puja, that one who is always worshipped before any venture. We bow down to Bhagavan Sri Ganesha. We bow down to Bhavani Shankara, that Lord who is that beautiful devotee who resides on Mount Kailasha and recites the words of Ramayana to Bhavani, to that Mother Sati and Parvati. We bow down before all of our gurus, or mothers or fathers, all of our teachers who have shone their light within our minds, within our hearts, and have introduced us to that beautiful Lord, Prabhu Shree Rama.
Oh
तो जय मुनि रहे, गुरु जी महाराज की जय, व्यास जी महाराज की जय. Sitaram once more, everybody. No, we have more people here than that. Sitaram, everybody. Sitaram. And a warm welcome once more to tonight's celebration. As we celebrate joy, you know, we're here to send our loving thoughts to the Atma of my mom who has passed, but we do so joyfully because she has lived a life full of service, full of joy, full of love, full of laughter, full of food, full of family, full of friendship. It was a full life. And we are here not to mourn her loss, even though we miss her. We are here to celebrate her life. And so tonight we are very, very blessed to be able to delve into the pages of the Sri Ram Charitmanasa. Our scripture says, Dhanya gari joyi jabas satsanga, that blessed is the hour when souls come together for the propagation and the glorification of the name of Prabhu Shree Rama. And so tonight, I bow down before all of the beautiful devotees of this Mandir for your warmth, your welcome, your hospitality, to all the Panditjis gathered here tonight, my pranams, and of course to my gurus, my parents, all of the different gurus who have enlightened and continue to enlighten my mind that is filled and covered with dust. I salute them. To my beautiful members of my Madhuban Parivaar who are here, who drove all the way from Dallas to come and join in satsang tonight, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So what really is selfless service? From their very birth, Rama and Lakshmana were inseparable. Valmiki says that Rama considered Lakshmana to be an extension of himself. And so everything that Rama did, Lakshmana was with him. Everywhere that Rama went, Lakshmana accompanied him. And we are told in Balakanda of Valmiki's Ramayana that Rama would not eat if Lakshmana was not there. And when Lakshmana came, he would first feed Lakshmana before he would eat anything. And so this bond of love was unequaled and unmatched. Lakshmana was there for all of Rama's special moments. So, they experienced their beautiful childhood together. They went to Sage Vashishta's Gurukula together and they completed their studies together. Came to take Rama to go and protect his yajna. It was understood that Lakshmana would also go because Rama would not be without Lakshmana. And so Lakshmana stood at Rama's side when he conquered his first Rakshasi. Who was Rama's first Rakshasi that he conquered? Tadaka. Oh, I didn't say up front, but this will be an interactive session. So I'll ask questions and you all feel free to shout out the answers. So, Lakshmana was there when the first Asura was killed by Rama. And so, Lakshmana was there next to Rama when they together protected the yajna of sage Vishwamitra. And Lakshmana was there when Rama killed Subahu and sent Maricha to the southern shore of India with one arrow. Lakshmana was there when Rishi Vishwamitra says, let's go to Mithila. I want to show you this grand bow of Shiva. And Lakshmana was there when Rama performed his first miracle. We know in Sanatan Dharma there are no miracles, and I'm saying miracles because Rama is all powerful. And what is there that cannot be done by someone who is all powerful? There's nothing like a miracle. We have this faith, this Shraddha in Bhagavan. So Lakshmana was there when Rama, with his foot, touched this rock and transformed it back into Ahalya. And Lakshmana was there when they arrived in Mithila. And Lakshmana was there when Rama saw Sita for the first time. And seeing Rama's face flushed, Lakshmana was there, and he was the one who pulled Rama aside into the bushes, and he fixed his clothes, and he fixed his crown, and Lakshmana was the one who found a peacock feather and stuck it on the crown of Rama because he wanted Rama to look his best when Sita saw him. Lakshmana was the perfect wingman, the original wingman. And so Lakshmana was there when Rama broke this bow of Mahadeva, and when Sita Maya garlanded Rama. And when Lakshmana was told that he too would be married to Urmila Devi, he said, no, no, no. Why Lakshmana? When Urmila Devi approached him, he said, my life is dedicated to the service of Rama, and I will not be able to take care of you. And Urmila Devi would have so beautifully replied that while you are taking care of Rama, I will take care of you. And so Lakshmana would have been there as all the four brothers would have gotten married and returned to Ayodhya. Rama and Lakshmana remained inseparable. But not only in the good times, something would happen that would threaten this togetherness. And today, as we jump into the pages of Ayodhya Khan, we hear what Tulsidasji is about to narrate. Jai Ram Shri Jai Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Mataji and the entire kingdom is preparing for Rama's coronation. And Maya Kekri, who has been influenced by Mantra, who has been influenced by Saraswati Maya, who has been influenced by the Devatas. So we see this chain of causality, we call it. She has requested these two boons from Raja Dasharatha. And the first boon is that Rama should be exiled to the forest, the Banvas, for 14 years. And the second is that Bharata should be made the king of Ayodhya. And so this news reaches Lakshmana. And without thinking, Tulsidas says, Lakshmana's feet just began to run. His brain hasn't even gone into gear yet. His feet just takes his body. And he begins running in the direction of Rama. His mind is in agony. And all he knows is that he must find Rama. And as he reaches the chambers of Sri Rama, he sees him standing. And Lakshmana, he just throws himself at Rama's feet and he grabs a hold of his ankles and holds them tightly. And from the ground, he stares up at Rama's face and tears are streaming down his eyes, from his eyes down his face. But Rama is just smiling. Lakshmana is speechless. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't have the words. But his mind is racing. What is Lakshmana thinking? He is thinking, literally, he says, oh God, what is going to happen? Oh God, what is going to happen? He says, is all my happiness going to leave me now? Is all my punya, is all my good karma now worked out? Has it come to an end? What will Raghunatha ask me to do? Tulsidas still says that Rama looks at Lakshmana, and even though all of this is playing out in Lakshmana's mind, even though no words have been physically spoken, they both know what is happening in each other's mind. And Lakshmana, he already knows that Rama cannot be convinced not to go to the forest. He already knows that Rama is the epitome of Dharma. And so whatever Dasharatha says, Rama will do. So he doesn't waste his time trying to convince Rama to stay or to argue with him. And Rama, he looks at Lakshmana and he knows already that Lakshmana has already renounced everything. He knows that Lakshmana is thinking about this journey that is ahead. And Lakshmana has already renounced family, he's already renounced the kingdom, he's already renounced everything. Nothing means anything to Lakshmana other than Rama. Lakshmana's worry is not about losing the kingdom. You know, in our Vedas, they talk about prayas and shreyas. Prayers would be those things that are short term. They bring us pleasure and we mistake that pleasure to be happiness. So the comforts of the palace, the company of family, those things to Lakshmana, they are prayers. They are not worth his time. What he wants is shreyas, that everlasting happiness, that companionship with the Lord. And so Lakshmana, Rama is looking at Lakshmana's face and he already knows that this Vairagya has happened in Lakshmana's mind. And as Rama smiles, Lakshmana, he feels like his worst fears are about to come true. He just knows that Rama is about to tell him to stay. And Rama, he begins to speak. He says, oh Lakshmana, I know how much you love me. Don't let this be a source of agitation to you. I know how much you love me. Don't become agitated by this. He says, because everything will be okay in the end. I know we grew up hearing our parents telling us this. Don't worry, child. Everything will be okay in the end. This is a repetition of Sri Rama's words. Everything will be okay in the end. Sri Rama says to Lakshmana, he says, our lives are fulfilled when we are able to live out the commands of our mother, our father, and our guru. For somebody who is not able to do this, that person's life is in vain. Rama continues, he says, Bharat and Shatrughan are not here. When I go, somebody has to take care of our parents. You, Lakshmana, you will have to do that. He says, somebody is going to have to serve our gurus. Our gurus have taken such good care of us. You, Lakshmana, will have to do that. He says, if I go to the forest and I take you with me, there will be nobody to look after the kingdom. He says, if a kingdom suffers while a king is in rule, then that king will go to hell. That king will go to Naraka. Therefore, we must ensure that that does not happen. He says, after I leave, our father will be in no condition to rule. And with our brothers not being here, somebody has to take care of the kingdom. So Rama has laid out a well thought out argument for Lakshmana. And so Rama says, think of this, my brother, as your duty and stay home. Stay home. These are not the words that Lakshmana wants to hear. Now Rama, as the Maryada Purushottam, he is the epitome of a perfect human being. And as the ideal man, Rama is coaching Lakshmana on Dharma. On Dharma. What is Dharma? There are so many definitions of Dharma. We hear it means duty. We hear it means righteousness. We hear all kinds of meanings. Dharma comes from the Sanskrit root dri. Dri means to sustain, to uphold. And so Dharma is that which upholds the Jagat. It is that big picture. It is that greater good. And it is our role in maintaining that. And so Rama, he is that perfect example of Dharma. And so he is coaching Lakshmana here on Dharma. He says, oh Lakshmana, as children, we have a responsibility to our parents. As Kshatriyas, we have a responsibility to the kingdom and to the gurus. And so, this is our duty. Lakshmana is hearing these words, but he's not listening to them. He is simply heartbroken. And Tulsidas describes him as a lotus who, when frost touches it, it just shrivels. This is how Lakshmana feels upon hearing these words. And so unable to speak, Tulsidas says he holds on to the feet of Rama even tighter. He's unable to bear this thought of being separated from Rama. And finally, he is able to reply. And what does he say? Prabhu Ji, tum chandana hum pani. Prabhu Ji, tum chandana hum pani pani. Lakshmana, he says, Lord, Tume Swami Hamadasa. Oh Lord, I am your slave and you are my master. In front of Rama, Lakshmana gives himself no value. You are my master and I am your slave. If you abandon me, what am I to do? What will I do if you abandon me? And so Lakshmana, he continues. He says, now he's building his case. He says, Lord, I know without a doubt that you are giving me good advice. I know without a doubt that you are giving me good advice. But Lord, I cannot take it. I cannot take it. He says, this high philosophy that you are preaching to me about dharma and duty and all of this, this is high philosophy. And this is fit for men who are virtuous and who are powerful champions of dharma. But me, Lord, I am not that. Me, I am just a child who has been nurtured by your love. For me, there is no other mother, no father, no guru other than you. You have said I must stay here and worship mother, father, and guru. There is no mother and father and guru, Lord, other than you. You know, so beautifully we recite as Hindus, Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva. Tvameva Bandhus Chasaka Tvameva. Oh Lord, you are my mother, you are my father, you are my friend, you are my companion, you are my wealth, you are my knowledge. And mindlessly we say these words like a parrot. But if we truly believe them, then what is there to worry about? Lakshmana, he is saying, you are the only mother, the only father, the only guru that I have ever known, O Rama. Later on in the same card, we will hear that Sumitra, this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady, this beautiful mother of Lakshmana, she would also tell him, oh Lakshmana, there is no Ayodhya without Rama. Wherever Rama is, that is Ayodhya. Do not worry about the kingdom. You must go and serve Rama. If Rama is in the forest, that is Ayodhya. So if anybody is telling you you have a duty to the kingdom is with Rama. And so we see where Lakshmana has developed this beautiful mentality. So Lakshmana, he holds on to the feet of Rama and expressing a state of complete surrender. Expressing a state of complete surrender. In Vedanta, we are taught that if I identify with my body, so if I say that I am Tara, I am a girl, and I'm still going to say I'm a girl, I'm claiming that. I am a wife, I am an employee, I am a friend, I am a sister, I am an auntie. If those are the words that I use to define myself, then I have a dharma to every single one of those relationships. How many dharmas are we creating for ourselves by building so many different kinds of relationships and growing attached to so many different types of people as we associate with this body? But the moment our identity is no longer about the body, but it becomes about Bhagavan. So Lord, the only thing that I am is your servant. The only thing that I am is your devotee. When my identity is now not in relation to me, but in relation to Bhagavan, then there is no other dharma than to serve him. There is no other dharma to serve him than to serve him. And so Rama, hearing these words of Lakshmana, seeing that it is a state of complete surrender, he can't argue with him, because then that is going against his dharma as Bhagavan. Right, Auntie Son? So, Rama, he smiles, and we know, he says, okay, Lakshmana, you win. Go to your mother and get her permission. And once she gives you the green light, we will go. So Lakshmana, he is ecstatic. He is overjoyed. He doesn't care about what he is leaving behind as long as he is with Rama. And so now he will continue this companionship that he has started with Rama as his companion. So together with Sita Devi, Lakshmana would accompany Rama into Banvas. They would cross the Sarayu together, where they would meet Guha, and they would meet Rishi Bharadwaj, and they would meet Agastya Muni, and they would meet Rishi Sutikshana. And it would be there that Lakshmana would be with Rama and Sita when Sita gets abducted. And putting his own feelings of guilt aside, it would be Lakshmana who would console Rama when he appears to go crazy in search for Sita, asking the trees, asking the rocks, asking the rivers, have you seen my beautiful Sita? And Lakshmana would be the one who would console Rama, and he would be a pillar of strength for Rama. He would accompany Rama in performing Jatayu's final rites. He would be next to Rama as he met Shabari and Hanumanta. And he would rage like a fire, like a wild forest fire, when Sugriva appeared to forget his promise to help Rama. He would cross the ocean, both oceans, the ocean of life and the physical ocean with Rama. And he would fight with him on the battlefield. And together they would overcome many, many, many obstacles. And together they would return to Ayodhya. Fast forward now to Uttarakhand of Valmikiji's Ramayana. So a couple of weeks ago, some of you when we came in said, we follow Madhuban on Facebook, we listen to your satsangs. And so a couple of weeks ago, we did a beautiful katha where it was time for Rama to return to Vaikuntha. And so Hanumanta would not have it. And so for the sake of time, I'm not going to get into that katha. All I would say is, Hanumanta has been distracted. And so, with Hanumanta gone, Lakshmana, he is now guarding the palace doorway. And as Lakshmana stands guard, Yama, in the form of a Rishi Muni called Atibala, he approaches the palace. And seeing Lakshmana guarding the entrance, he asks for an audience with Sri Rama. And so at Rama's behest, Lakshmana, he agrees, and he sends this sage Atibala inside. So Rama, he performs, the required welcome rituals. He washes his feet, he offers him a seat, he gives him something to drink. And as the sage is seated, Rama, he asks him, he said, "Oh great Rishi, how can I serve you today?" Now remember, Rama is speaking with who? Yama, disguised as this sage Atibala. And so Atibala, he replies, he says, "This matter that I must discuss with you, it is of the highest confidentiality. Nobody else, no other being in this world can hear these words that I am about to speak to you. So Rama, before I begin, you must give me your word that if anybody disturbs us while we are in conversation, they should be sentenced to death. That is the seriousness of the matter at hand, right? And so Rama, he agrees. And he informs Lakshmana of this condition. Oh Lakshmana, do not allow anybody to enter. Do not allow anybody to disturb this conversation. And so Lakshmana, he agrees. And the palace doors were closed. And Lakshmana, he is standing outside. So while Rama and Atibala are having this conversation, the sage Durvasa arrives. And Durvasa, he says to Lakshmana, he says, O son of Sumitra, I must see Rama at once. Please let him know that I am here on an urgent matter. So Lakshmana, he pauses and he is thinking, Sage Durvasa kind of have a bad temper. He is known to fly into a rage very quickly. And so very gently, Lakshmana, he says, O great Rishi, Rama is currently in another urgent meeting. How can I serve you? Let me know and I will do it. Let me know how I can serve you. But if it is not me who can fulfill your command, then can you wait a moment to see Sri Rama? Now hearing these unwelcome words of Lakshmana, Durvasa, he flies into a rage and he says, Oh Lakshmana, do you dare to dishonor me by not carrying out my order? Do you not know who I am? Let Rama know about my arrival at once. Otherwise, through my yogic powers, I will curse all of Ayodhya. I will curse you. I will curse Bharat. I will curse Shatrughan. I will even curse Rama himself. And not only that, all the children that will be born to Ayodhya, I will curse all of them. So Lakshmana is aghast. What is he to do? He has a decision to make. And so Lakshmana is thinking, if I disturb Rama, I will be sentenced to death. But if I don't, then Rishi Durvasa will bring calamity to all of Ayodhya. And so Lakshmana, as he thought about it, it became a very easy decision. He said, I will go to Rama. And so Lakshmana, he knocks on the door and he enters. And he tells Rama that Sage Durvasa is here and he wants to see you at once. It is a most urgent matter. And so Rama, on hearing this, he hurriedly goes outside to Durvasa. And he says, Oh great Rishi, how can I serve you? And Durvasa, he smiles and he says, Oh Rama, today I have completed 1,000 years of fast. Today I have completed 1,000 years of fast. So as the king, it is your duty to feed me to break my fast. This is his urgent matter. And so without hesitation, Rama, he gave the command and he ensured that all preparations were made to Durvasa's satisfaction. And so Durvasa, he ate and very happy, he left. Now when we look at it, in Ramayana class, we talk about things happening at 3 levels. And when we look at it at the story level, we say, what kind of Sage Durvasa is this great rishi? Why is he being so temperamental? Why is he not understanding? But we also speak about there being an ethical reason for things, a fight between dharma and dharma, and also a metaphysical reason, this cosmic plan. And we know that it is time for Rama to leave. And so this is all part of this plan being played out. So Sage Durvasa, very happy. He eats and he leaves. And now Rama, he slumps down on his throne. Because now he remembers this promise that he has made to Yama. And so Rama, he becomes very, very sad as he thinks about this promise that he must now sentence his life outside his body, Lakshmana, who has accompanied him through all of life's joys, all of life's challenges. He must sentence such a being to death. Valmiki said that Rama, who all his life immediately knew what to do. He immediately knew what was the right thing to do. This Rama paused and he started making a list of pros and cons. If I follow what this promise that I gave to Atibala, this is what would happen. If I don't follow it, now he is weighing pros and cons. That is to tell you the extent of love that Rama had for Lakshmana. And Lakshmana, again, he is looking at Rama and he is seeing Rama's great sadness. And now it is Lakshmana who smiles. And he approaches Rama and he says, "Oh Rama, don't be sad. For this is surely the law of karma that is unfolding before us." He says, "Give me to Yama. Give me to death and keep your word. For one who does not keep their word would surely go to Naraka." You know this Raghukula Riti, Sada Chaliyai, Prana Jaya Paravachana Jaya. Vishwamitra would have said a similar thing to Dasharatha. Right? This Raghu dynasty was famous for sticking to their word. Prana Jaya Paravachana Jaya. Their breath would have quicker left them than for them to break their promise. And so Lakshmana is saying, that is not an option. You not fulfilling your promise is not an option. The roles have now been reversed, and Lakshmana is now the voice of reason for Rama, that voice of dharma, that voice of comfort. And Lakshmana, he says to Rama, "If you love me, Lord, then please allow me to go to death and promote dharma." In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna, he gives what I consider to be the most life-changing advice to Arjuna. To me, if we truly understand this shloka, we will have no trouble in life. And so tonight, I'd like for you all to repeat it after me. Bhagavad Gita 2:47. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur ma te sango svakarmani कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भूर् मा ते संगोऽस्त्व कर्मणि. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he says to Arjuna, you have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction. We spoke earlier about identifying with me, identifying with this body. When we do that, we think, well, I do this act, I should get the reward. I worked for that. I am entitled to that. I deserve that. All of us think like this sometimes. Bhagavan is saying no. For somebody like Lakshmana who identifies himself only in relation to Bhagavan, you have a right to act according to dharma, but you are not entitled to the fruits of the actions. In my mind, Lakshmana is the epitome, the perfect example of this statement. His service to Rama was unselfish. There was never an expectation of any reward. You know, many of us in Kishkinda Khan, we would have felt badly for for Lakshmana. When Rama tells Hanumanta, in the presence of Lakshmana, "Oh Hanumanji, you are twice as dear to me as my brother Lakshmana." And with our human minds, we would have thought, look at what Lakshmana gave up and came to the forest and all of these things he is doing for Rama. Lakshmana felt none of this. He had no expectation for anything in return. Lakshmana gave his entire life in service of Sri Rama, and in the end, he was sentenced to death by that very Sri Rama. And never once did he reproach him and say, after everything I did for you, boy, after everything I did for you, this is the thanks that I get. You know, many of us within our own relationships, we do much less and we say much more. We do much less for other people and we say much more. Oh, you're ungrateful. I wouldn't use the N word, but you all know what I'm talking about, right? Many of us, we do much less and we say much more, not Lakshmana. His attachment was not to the reward. His attachment was to the service of Rama. And whatever consequences came that appeared to be good or that appeared to not be so good, he considered to be an act of the divine. And so we know that Lakshmana, he bowed before Rama. And leaving the earth, this also signaled that Rama's time was also near for him to return to Vaikuntha. And we are told in Valmiki's Ramayana that Lakshmana, he entered the Sarayu, that river, which acted as a portal between Ayodhya and that Garbhodaka ocean. And reassuming his form there as the mighty and powerful and beautiful Ananta Shesha, he waited for his Narayana to return. प्रेम से बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।